the sound of thunder, like a whisper in my ear. Are you gonna wait for it? I can see the stars reflecting, empty tires made of steel. Everything but you is fake.
Like particularly at first, it takes a long time to get to a point where you understand it. But after 6 months, it's like a language.
Take me away from me, beyond the stratosphere. I'm burning up. You got me falling free into eternity.
What? To death? Robert.
Oh, I don't see you in your pyjamas very often.
I know, you're all right.
All right.
Sound you?
How are you?
Classy's expensive, I can't do that.
30 quid these guys.
30 quid.
30 quid. Dan, you could have had 10 pairs of them. He's driving around. He'll have a yacht next.
I do like the glasses.
You're going to see the rest of them all the way through because they're really expensive.
First off, a big thank you for all of you for coming down today. I know there's a lot of you who don't normally train gear here who are doing gear today, so that does mean a lot that you've decided to put the robes on today and have it out with each other. So I admit there's like 40 of you here. There's still a few people that are going to trickle in as we do the seminar, I guess. But we're just going to get started. Like I said, there are drinks in the fridge. There are tip tops and bags of ice if you just want to put your head in it because you're getting really warm. Like I said, don't obviously work yourself to complete exhaustion. It's a really hard day today. We're just going to have a practice of some techniques and stuff, and then we're going to get all the festivities and stuff out of the way with after. Does that sound cool? Yep. Yeah? Okay, where's John? Where's John Boy? Yeah. John Boy. Yeah. So to start with, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to play one of the games that we played in class. In terms of intensity, I literally want you to do it at 20% intensity. The reason being, it is really hard. We've got a lot of techniques to work through today. He's going to start on his back. My job is to control his feet, and his job is to establish connections with his own hands and feet, okay? So I want to stay as close as I can to my partner while controlling his feet, and if he gets connections and starts getting his feet on me, in whatever way, I want to look to break these connections and go back to controlling these feet. Yeah, that's all I want to do. I'm not trying to progress, I'm just trying to control the feet. He's trying to establish his own connections. Like I said, I want us to both work at 20% intensity because we haven't done anything yet, we're quite cold, and we're not sparring, and we're not being competitive with each other, we're just exploring the different options that we can do. You can explore different guards, I can explore different guard breaks, have it as a bit of a back and forth and go from there. We all happy? Ready? 1, 2, go! So we're trying to understand some passing guard today. I'm going to go over a position I use like in headquarters, HQ. But before we go into headquarters, I want you to understand some of the guard passes that are going to be available to us, and when they defend those guard passes, we can look at entering into our headquarters position. Okay? If you just come forward a bit now. So one of the biggest things we're going to look at is Tarianda passes to start with. Tarianda passes are where we go around the guard. They're very good if my opponent's legs are very narrow. So if he's got his knees to his chest and his legs are narrow, I can come in, arms go in, hips go back. The reason why my arms go in and my hips go back is I don't want to allow him to get his connection with his feet, like either on my knees or on my hips. So when I'm here, it makes it hard for him to connect to my legs, but sometimes it makes it available for him to come onto the biceps. Okay? We're here, we're going to go here in this position. All we're going to look to do is going to make it really easy. I'm going to extend one, push one like this. Now, as I go here, I'm going to drop my shoulder on top of him. Now, before I go to side control, if I go to side control here, he's just going to regain guard quite easily and get his knees back in front of me. I need to look at blocking his hip. So we're here, I'm going to go around, and then as I drop my shoulder, my arm goes underneath the top of John's leg like so. My arm goes over the top, and I walk back in, so my knees are tight, and I end up in this almost like a a low side control, double leg sort of position. Okay? So we'll go again, we'll go the other side. So look, here, I'm going to keep one out and I'm going to extend one. Walk around, drop my shoulder into him, like I said. I can block the hip, come over the top, and end up in this double leg sort of position here where I'm lowering him. He might be frowning on me here, but as long as I stay tight, control his hips, it's going to be hard for him to regain his guard. Okay? Nice and easy. Take your, like I said, we'll go 3 for 3 or 4 for 4, whatever, but it's really hard. So do what you see fit and we'll move on to the next technique in about 5 minutes or so. Ready? John. So we should have ended up into this double leg position where we were relatively low on their hips. So what we're going to look to do now, we're either going to look to climb up the body to consolidate our side control, or we're going to have a look at a certain reaction my opponent might do. Okay, so look, we're here, we go here, and we're here. We get in nice and tight, right? Now, one thing we can do is I can look to use this arm and cup the rest of his hips and look to climb this arm above his head, right? If he allows me to grab his head, it's going to be quite easy for me to come underneath this arm and clear this arm out of the way to come into a nice chest over chest style position for side control. A thing that might happen though as I'm here in this position is he's going to be looking to bring my head to the other side. Now once I get to here, I'm in a position where I am at risk of losing my position here because he might either regain guard or hoist his hips. So when I'm here, I'm going to look to basically jump over the top to the other side and then look to do the same thing where I'm coming out. As I'm coming out, look, try and open this elbow out as you come up, so clearing frames as you come up there. So look, we're here, we're in this tight position. If he allows me to, we're going to come up, we're going to grab the head, and we're going to come up, I'm looking to bring my knee under this elbow as I get high. You can block the hip this way too, because it's a little risk. If he switches my head to the other side, head goes to the mat, toes come up, jump over the top, stay nice and tight, and then I'll still be looking to work up and progress up on the guy here. Does that make sense? Okay, ready, 1, 2.
Floating on a won't surrender to the tide inside of me, drowning in the endless silence, but I know I'm meant to be.
Now, like I said, sometimes with passing guard, we go as to what our opponent gives us rather than exactly what I want. Now, if my guy's got like a very narrow sort of base, it's quite hard to Tarianda. It's quite easy to Tarianda pass my opponent because it's quite easy to get around his legs when his legs are narrow, like so. But the problem is sometimes when I get grips is he'll start widening his legs out here. So notice now it's a little harder to go because his feet are like tracking me wherever we go. So we're going to enter into a different position that we call headquarters. Okay? So as I go around, now look, I'm going to look to basically come through and go here where I'm holding both collars. This is sort of our headquarters position where I want us to work from today. A lot of our passes are going to come from here today. And it kind of looks like he's got me in a guard, but this is not a guard. This is more of a prime passing position for myself. I'm basically sitting on John's leg like this, and his other leg's pinned here. The problem is, like, if I'm not heavy enough on his leg, he can either like extend me out and get his belly heel hook in. Now I'm in a guard. Or if I'm too forward, he can elevate me over the top and get both legs on the inside. Either get me into like a butterfly guard or potentially single leg X. So I've got to monitor my balance pretty well so that like he can't like push me away, and at the same time I can't be brought over the top. So look, we're here, we enter, and I like to pull him into me here a little bit here. Okay? Now, if he's got no grips on my ankle or anything like that, one of the first passes we're going to work is the leg that I'm pinning, I'm going to control here like so. I want to keep this leg as far away from me as I can. I'm going to keep hold of this collar. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk away like this. Once I feel like I've got good extension on this leg, I'm going to bring my heel to my bum and pummel this leg on the inside. Once I get to here, all I've got to do is pass this knee, grab the knee on belly. So I'll go again. We're here. Headquarters position. Pin this leg down. Come up. Walk, 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 walk. See how his leg's extended? Leg comes on the inside, pass the knee, knee on belly position. When I get your knee on belly, I like to hold the belt and the top of the collar here. You get like an extra 2 points in this position. One more time. Headquarters, sitting on the foot. Like you want to hold here a little bit because he's going to try and offset your balance and stuff. Like he's either going to try and push me away, pull him tight, and then if he tries to lift me over the top, sit heavy on the leg. So there's sort of two things you're going to be doing. Pushing this pant leg, I'm going to walk away while keeping hold of the collar. Pummel, knee on belly. Happy? 1, 2, go!
Take me away from me. Beyond the silence, please. I'm burning.
So that is one of our first passes we're going to hit from headquarters position. Okay, we're going to look at a few different passes that we can hit. This is why it's called headquarters, because you can hit multiple passes from this position, and it slows down like whatever your opponent's going to do here. Like say we've got a buckle in here. We don't want this foot to come onto our hip, nor do we want it to go on the inside for it to take single leg X. Okay, we don't want any of this to happen. So we want to make sure we're pinning this leg. But what I'm not doing is, I'm not dropping my knees to the mat like so. It's too easy for him to like scoot and get spot on the hip, or too easy for him to elevate me. So I'm sort of staying in like a squatting position here. And I'm not be like pulling up on the collars, right? What I'm gonna look to do is focus on where this knee position is going. Now if you can see John's knee position, it's sort of angled slightly to my right, like so, which means I'm gonna go a bit lower on this collar. I'm gonna use my elbow to sort of on top of that leg, and I'm gonna look to collapse this leg as I come to here, where he's got both knees to the mat. I'm going to sprawl on these hips. Yeah? So it's like a fat man pass. If he tries to open his legs, I want to keep my weight on my hips behind it, and then I can look to basically come over the top with my legs like so, pummel, and come round to the side. There are a couple of different variations that you can do this smash pass. In the gi, I actually like this one because I can use the collar and use the elbow to smash his legs. The idea is as long as you're smashing his knees together, it's going to be difficult for him to get to like a guard. So look, we're here. Look, I'm going down. See how my elbow's on the outside of his knee already? Smash. Sprawl heavy on these hips. I don't want him to extend his body out either. So like you might need to cup on his head or something like that. Look, I'm going to use my legs. See if I can come over the top of both his legs here. So if you look at my ankle, I'm over the top of both, and I can swap to the other side. I can go behind or just grab his pants. One more time. You can't see from where vertigo is. You can come in. Well, there's a load of space. It is a long way away. Yeah? Here. Here. Buckle in. My elbow is already here. Right. Sprawling on this leg. Try and maybe get round it this way. Over the top. Over the top. Pass. Does that make sense, everybody? Ready, 1, 2?
Falling free into
You wanted to then clear that, and then
Every time.
Hello there.
Hello.
That's then put it in the ass. Where have you caught that then?
It won't be the first time.
Oh, yeah.
been doing his morning passes.
Smash past in
The most dedicated person you can be trained. It doesn't have to be this year, because you be over the last 3 years or whatever. You've got what's that? Most improved, who's like somebody that's improved the most over the last 3 years. And then you've got team player, somebody that's like the biggest team player, most helpful person. It can be a coach, can't be me. Sorry, boys and girls, can't be me. Yeah. Team player, somebody that helps out a lot, always supports and that sort of thing. And also the last one's like It's almost like a personality spirit award. So somebody you come to the gym and you don't think the gym would be the same without them. They bring like a certain esque to them, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Bring this in. I know bring this in. But just have a think in your head who you want to vote. And at the end of the seminar, you can obviously vote in the cards and we'll get everybody together and I'll give you these awards. Obviously we just looked at the smash. Guys, you guys are so far away up there. When do you come in? When do you guys come in? You know what I mean? They just don't want to be seen in geese for the video, that's what it is. Okay, so look, we're going to enter into headquarters again. We're here, boom, sitting here. Now, I might try and push his knee this way, but he's resisting, right? So what I'm going to do, it's important when I do this that I keep my elbow in this position here, so the knee shield doesn't happen. So as I'm trying to go this way, he starts opening, I'll walk this way, right? Notice how my elbow is on the inside of his groin and my shoulder is further forward. I don't want to allow this knee shield to come in front of me, like so, because that's like a barrier to stop me from passing. So I want to be here in this position. There are multiple ways that you can pass in this position. I'm going to keep things sort of to do with the gi. So for this, I'm going to look to come in, I'm going to take a grip on his far collar like so. Okay, I'm going to look to lift this elbow. So I actually don't need an underhook for this style of pass. So I'm going to lift his arm towards me, like so, and come this way here. And what my arm is doing here, it's sort of cross-facing him. Even if he takes an underhook, like it's difficult for him to use it because my arm is like smashing his face. And then I can push this over here, and look, I get back exposure now. And I can start looking to transition and take it back. So, not trying to smash this way, he opens. See how I shuffle? It's like a little shuffle on my feet, right? Now look, arm comes in like so. Not like this, because you can't cross-face like this. See how my fingers go in? I want my thumb in, fingers out. Lift. If you try to take my back, try and take my back. See how that crossface just smashes it? You can't really do a lot. And then when I'm ready to consolidate my pass, I'm going to Superman this arm over here and bring my chest behind his back. And obviously I can feed this collar as well. I'm in a great position to feed the collar and start attacking for chokes or taking the back. One more time. Here. Keep it nice and tight. So look, I'm trying to go this way. He's resisting. Make sure the knee can't come in front of you. Try and turn into me. Yeah? Obviously, you're in a good position. Start attacking the back as well. Yeah? Ready, 1, 2. Preemptively, obviously, we've tried to nullify the fact that they're getting their knee shield in, but sometimes we can't always be so lucky, and the person will get their knee shield either during the knee cut or potentially before I've even got there. So we're going to deal with the knee shield in a couple of different ways. So look, I'm going to go here. Like I say, I'll come here. Let's say I leave enough space my elbow, we end up in this knee shield position. These passes aren't really going to work now, simply because he can extend me away like this. It's not going to work, so he extends me away like so. Okay, so number one, I'm going to keep hold of the gi. And I'm going to control his bottom leg. I'm just going to walk back the way I came and slide my elbow back on the inside. Looks sometimes a bit too easy to be true, but it does really work. What I don't want to do, stay in the knee shield position, I don't want to be bringing my elbow in front of John's knee like so, because I give him my back. So if he extends me forward, he gets the back quite easily. So I always want to bring him back center before I go. So control the bottom leg, and I'll walk, he's square, elbow slides back inside, and I'll go into exactly what I've done before. Number one. Number two, I'm going to lace So I'm going to go in front of his leg. I'm going to look to lace the bottom of his leg or the bottom of his gi trousers here. From here, I'm going to look to smash my shoulder and my leg slides out this way. A few different ways I can do this. I can come all the way around and come into our north south position and back step, or I can go back over the top of the legs. So here, grab this, smash. Like I said, I can step over this way, bring him forward, and come this way as well. So whatever you do with that is fine. It's similar to the smash pass. We're smashing his knees together, but we're lacing under the leg. One more time. So I'll do the first one. He's got his knee shield in. Control. Walk, walk, walk. Elbow inside. Here. Yeah, I'm going to give birth to myself now. Okay? Number 2. We're here. My arm goes underneath. I control his collar. When I have too long on this collar, I slide out this way. Like I say, I can go here, step all the way over his head, come around to the other side, or go back around his legs.
It does made us deep.
Like, particularly at first, it takes a long time to get to a point where you understand it. But after 6 months,
It's like a language.
if it does every week without playing, 6 months, you will get it.
The other side is free. I'm burning up.
Right, last technique. So, sometimes we lose this battle and we tend to lose our headquarters positioning. Now, Tarianders, knee cuts and smashes are sort of going to be your baseline of your headquarters position game. Sometimes though, he does manage to elevate, and we're going to be here. Now, in terms of elevate, he might like kick his leg off, grab me and pull me up to this sort of position here. Usually what's going to happen is he's going to try and feed his leg on the inside and get to like single leg X realistically. Oh, do it again. Do it again. Now you know what you're doing. So you lift me up. He's going to try and get me into this sort of position, alright? Let's go back. He wants access to my legs. So what I'm going to do when my partner elevates me, as he elevates me here, I'm going to look to basically bring my foot up to here, and I'm going to catch this foot here. Now watch this. What's this black magic fuckery I'm about to do? Pass it down. Okay, see that? Let's see again. Yeah?
Yeah, it's that easy.
It's that easy, bro. It's just that simple. Now look, we're here. As he pulls me up, heel goes to my bum, I look to catch the foot. Once I've caught the foot, I'm essentially going to extend his knee between my legs and pummel my other leg on the outside to here. Last one. We're here. Get this up. Pummel the leg. Get the knee to the outside. If you find you can't pummel the leg because his leg is too high, we go back to one of our first passes that we did. So let's say if he pulls me up, I can't pummel the leg. Look. I'll go back to this sort of position where I'm smashing his knees together. Yeah? And obviously you've got stuff like this where you can take the back, take them out wherever you want. A little bit of funk. But I'm going to do that after we can't get the leg pummel pass. We'll end the seminar in a bit of flair. So look, leg pummel pass. We're here, he elevates. Now look, my foot here is going to pummel on the inside of his instep. I'm going to extend his leg through and bring my other knee on the outside. And we end up into knee on belly. Is that cool, guys? Ready? 1, 2. Last technique. Last technique. And then what we're going to do is Sharon's got these little mallet cards. So I want you to, one by one, go over to Sheridan, and we can write whoever's name you have down, so we can... Oh, she's just going to give them out, or you give them 10 each and stuff, okay? That's just the way we're going to do it. Right, so coming in, John. So this time, like, let's say if I can't pummel the leg, I'm going to go back into this smash pass. But I'm going to do something a bit different. We're going to look at this back take. Okay, so look, he goes up. I can't pummel the legs, but look, I'm going to angle my hips out this way. See how I'm sitting? From here, I'm going to hold the belt, I'm going to hold his collar, I'm going to go square, like so. My arm that's on the collar, is going to reach for his ass. I'm going to grab his foot. Now from here, I'm going to roll over my right shoulder. See this? This stumps, this stays here. I want to do this. See this? If this leg is flat, nothing happens. This knee needs to be almost up into his stomach for this to work. So look, we're here. Now look, I can reach for the back of his collar, and I can sort of extend him away, and I can take his back. Cool, right? Go again. This is quite, I'm not going to say this is high percentage, because mainly the main person I catch this on is Carson. But it does work. So look, we're closer. So look, we're here. He brings me over the top. I'm trying. It's not working, so I smash instead. Here, I'm on the belt, I'm on the collar, right? I go to my knees. I switch this arm to his ass. I'll grab his ankle and roll over my right shoulder. I stomp, but leave this knee up so it raises his hips. And from here, I'm going to like extend myself away. I'm in a great position because John's actually just trapped his own arm as well. Yeah? Okay. One more time. Enter, he extends me. Hips. So I slide down lower on the hips, don't want to be too high. Slide down lower. I go to my knees. Arm over the top of the back. Grab the ankle. Roll over my shoulder. Knee in the gut, stomp. Grab the back of his collar. Extend him away. And take my hooks. Happy? Ready? 1, 2. Go.
When you tear up my horizon.
My one rule I have with both people is, it's got to be here in this room. There's no point in giving awards to people who aren't here today. Keep it gritty. Keep it gritty. Sorry guys, brings off the list. Okay. But yeah, so Sharon's going to come out and give out these cards. We've got some pens and stuff as well. I want you to have a deep think about this. We're going to tally up all the votes. We're going to do them after we've done all our promotions. We don't do deep thinking. Deep thinking, guys. Where's John? But Sharon, do you want to show them the stripes and then they can show them? I don't use that too. Serious bit now, okay? We've got our funny games. This is like a serious bit. As much as I do like a laugh and a joke, I take this shit very seriously. You know what I mean? Like, this is my livelihood. This is what I've done for the most of my life. So when it comes to rewarding stripes and belts, I do like to do things very seriously. Okay? And I don't give out stripes and belts very lightly either. In terms of like, I really take into account, number one, how much have they been coming to training? You know what I mean? How much can you come to training? Like, obviously everybody's in a very different life position. If you can come all the time, you've got no responsibilities, you're not on the mat, I'm really going to look at that. Whereas if you've got like a family and stuff and a really demanding job and you still manage to come to the gym 2-3 times a week, all right, that's cool. You show me that commitment. You know, effort in the class. Are you putting a lot of effort in? Are you trying to learn and not trying to necessarily win all the time? You know what I mean? Because like everyone's got different physical advantages. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm just fucking unit. You know what I mean? Right. So, like, I've got to try and maybe learn and develop other aspects of my game as opposed to just trying to smash everything all the time, which I do try and do. That's why it's taken me 13 years to get back. You know what I mean? It would have been a lot less fun than it did. You know what I mean? Are you helping other people around you? Are you good to have in the gym? Are you a good role? Are you a good training partner? Those sort of things are really important as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's all well and good being very good, but if nobody wants to train me, I'm going to look at that and be like, okay? And those two things. Those are anything else you guys want to add in terms of like when we're all stripes and belts, what we think?
yours will actually got to be getting better at jiu-jitsu too.
Ace good.
But if you do everything that you said,
That should come.
That should happen all the time.
something's wrong if you come in every week.
Where's my tape? Why do you do that? Right, the way I'm going to do this today is I'm not the only one that's going to be awarded stripes. Obviously we've got John, Chris and Gareth here. They all help me out with the coaching. They've been with me from like right at the start, and I think it's important that they get to see some of the progress they're doing with the students. So when I call your name out for a stripe, I'm going to say to go to one of the coaches and they're going to award you the tape as well. Okay? And also before we start, just give yourself a big round of applause, guys. This wouldn't happen without something like this doesn't just happen by clicking your fingers, and probably some of you already know this. I'm not a very organised person myself, so Sherilyn organises this, the whole thing, so give her a round of applause. Okay, so let's get started on some of the stripes. Who wants to do this one?
I'll do. Yeah.
Okay. You call that person?
Big Hal. Where is it?
Out!
Yeah, Pat. Thank you.
Is he?
Lucy. Dave Gowan. This is your different belt, isn't it?
The Alpha Ethan. You might have to put this back on straight later. Like. Yeah.
Oh, Joseph. There's Joseph.
Adam Turner.
Sorry.
That's literally all you got to do, as long as you turn it. Natalie. Alex White.
Matt Jevons. Chris, where are you, mate? Chris.
Who wants to do this one?
Wasn't there one? There was one sport.
I wasn't.
Not for once.
Oh,
Matt.
no.
Matt was
Matt.
before.
Yeah.
Who wants to do this one?
Connor. Is that right?
The big Carson.
Now. These are my own guys, isn't it? Okay. To get to your blue belt, I think it's very important that you are competent in all positions. You have an awareness of what's going on. You might not necessarily win all the time, but you at least know what's going wrong and what you can do to fix it. Okay. White belt is the survival belt. Okay. So once you get out of your survival belt, that's when you should be looking to attack. Okay, and you should have a pretty competent defense. We go forward from there. Okay, so it takes a while. We researched this. It takes between 150 and 175 hours on the mat to get your blue belt. Okay, and it's got to be consistent. And we got more than a couple of blue belts for war today. Yeah, something like that. In terms of this particular person, this person has been with us from before Immortal, when we were at the Fire Hub as well. And they got pretty competent while at the Fire Hub, but then they had a bit of a break. They came back for a bit, they were really competent again, and then they had a little break. And then they've been training very consistently now with all of us, and personally I think they're one of the hardest people to submit in the gym. Okay? Give Jamie Rowe a big round of applause, guys! These cheap out. This is a person we've ummed and ahhed hard about whether we should give this person this belt. In terms of, I feel like over the last few months, this person's really taken into account what everyone in the gym has been saying to him, and has really made those improvements to be better for his training partners and for his jiu-jitsu has improved. Okay? Give George a big round of applause for it. Secretly, we just had to wait till he gets slim enough to give him a belt. There is one more blue belt we've got to give out today. When thinking about this, I think this is personally the quickest blue belt I've ever given out in terms of time training. But then when I think about time on the mat, they've probably doubled the average of the average blue belt, probably. And they're always putting themselves on the front line, and they're always competing, and they're always trying to get that experience, and it shows when they're training. Okay? Give Ethan a big round of applause. We still chat shit about that.
She's never around, though.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the seminar. But before we go, there was also another OG that's been with us since before and more. He's been training for a long time. He's like a piece of the furniture. You can't get rid of him. Conor Brayley. Just to put this into perspective, guys, we actually worked this out the other day. Conor's been training with me longer than John has.
He's a backhanded compliment. There was no compliment there. Wasn't meant, was it?
Some of us just a bit slower than others. Slow and steady, mate. Yeah. Win the race. Give him a round of applause. I think in terms of jiu-jitsu, purple belt is probably the hardest belt to get into jiu-jitsu. Realistically, if you get to purple belt, you will probably be a black belt one day. And that's why it takes such a long time, the jump from blue to purple. And I think that's really important. A lot of people get to blue belt, and it's quite a common joke in the jiu-jitsu community. We call it blue belt bias. They tend to quit because it's took them so long to achieve that belt that they see how far they've got to go to get to the next belt, and they think, oh, I'm not going to do all that again, and they'll quit. But the people that get to purple belt, and obviously the purple belts, brown belts here, you'll all probably eventually, as long as you don't stop training, you'll all be black belts one day. And that's really really important, guys. But yeah, give yourself a big round of applause. I'm trying to think how we're going to do this bow out now. So I think we'll start with Dan, Harry, kind of, and all these going down, and then you guys start at the front, and we'll go down. Yeah, we'll have a traditional bow out. And then once we've had our bow out, guys, we'll get a big team picture, and then we can start the gauntlet. For those of you that don't know what the gauntlet is, it is a jiu-jitsu tradition that when you get your belt, you get whipped the fuck out of by every single person in this room. But yeah, everybody standing up, guys. I did save this one to last, not that I didn't forget or anything, but over a year ago now, John and Chris got their brown belts. So they do their first stripes, so give them a round of applause.
Brown belt.
5 years of brown belt.
There's another 10 years of sleeve.
Alright guys, good show, man.
Nice one, dude. Look how he walks. Men.
There was no mercy.
Walk back as well! Walk back as well, guys! Walk back again, guys! Jesus Christ! Fucking hell! Oh my God! Sorry, mate. Oh, go on. It's terrible. Oh, shit. Missed it.
George is going to get it.
Oh, sorry, David. Oh. Progress. Now, everybody that's entered the seminar today, I put your name into a pot to get the raffle, okay? So, we've got a few prizes here. And
I've got a gi and a hoodie, a t-shirt and a hoodie, and a rash guard and a hoodie.
so those are some of the prizes. I'll pick the first one out. When the first person wins, they can then pick the next person out just to make it clear.
Immortal vest and AW shorts.
A more vest and AW shorts for everyone, guys, you know. Number one's Gareth. Give him the gi and the hoodie.
Anyone want to buy your key?
Well, you find the XL one in there or something.
I'll just get it.
Do you want to get it after? Okay, I'll let you pick the next one.
Just put me in there twice. Chris Hughes.
Give him a round of applause. Where's the last guy?
was it?
We have a rash guard and a hoodie. Do you want to get the hoodie at the end? Just so you don't have to sort your size out. Got your lovely rash guard and a hoodie, mate. Well done. Do you want to pick the next one? The last one. What's this one?
This is the t-shirt and a hoodie.
Two t-shirts and a hoodie.
Yeah.
Todd Mitchell. You got two t-shirts and a hoodie. So you got.
The t-shirts are in the box over there.
Okay, the t-shirts are in the box over there. We'll sort you out in a sec. We should have really got the t-shirts, shouldn't we?
I know, we probably should have.
Well, we got two t-shirts and a hoodie, mate. Well done.
It's all good, it's all good.
Right, we'll do the awards. What's involved in that? What's involved in that?
Okay, do you want to use that? Okay, so.
Okay. We got the envelope for me. Right guys, so the first award we're going to give out is the backbone, the team player, the most helpful person, okay? And it's Gareth Roberts!
Tell him what he's won.
It's just kind of like 4 5 What's that? The most improved. Well then guys, this one's for the most improved awards, and you've all cast your votes. And to be fair, I'm not surprised. Carson, where are you? This one's a dedication award, guys. You've all cast your votes. Ethan Stevenson. This one's the Spirit Award, guys. So the gym wouldn't be the same place without them. I wish it was though. Ethan Parry, give him a round of applause. Where's the rest of the trophies? We've got one more award we want to give out, guys. Where did you put it? One more award that wasn't on the list. And this person has been with us from the start. He's helped us kind of become who we are as a gym, and he's probably attracted a lot of you guys to the gym. We give Rob Price an award! For a lot of us, for some of you, like 3 years is a big time, but for some of us, the journey's been going even longer than that. So, if some of you don't know, I used to run a gym before called the Fight Hub. Okay? And obviously, before Immortal was a thing, we had the originals. So we had some of the 5 originals. So these people particularly are not only the ones that were with us from the fire, but they've been with us from pretty much the whole time, from when I've opened them all, from when I was setting up, to now today. So they've been with me the whole time. And it's really important that I want to give recognition to these people, because I don't think I'd be in the position where I am today to be able to put on a seminar like this, to be able to do what I do. So to start with, let's start off with Big Harry. Give him a round of applause. The king. Gareth Roberts. Jordan Hanley. Where are they? I'm trying to remember where the XL was. I really should have had a list. I think a list. spending time would help. I'll leave this one to one side. Wow, I've got Connor. Where's Connor Bradley? He's here. Connor Bradley! John Cottrell! Mark Hughes? Chris Harbour. Just kind of blast them, do me a footload and see what happens. Yeah, Izzy! Dan Bolton! Not that one, too. Chris Hughes. Ethan Parry. Gary, do you remember anyway? Carson. Where is Carson? No, Carson was with us from Immortal. He wasn't with us from Foyle. Was you with us from Foyle? That doesn't count Carson. Well, we had Adam. I got Adam and Matt. They were with us.
Busy practicing Steve.
Yeah, you give Adam his. Where's Jamie Road now? He's gone. I'll give him these. But yeah, guys, give yourself a round of applause. That was great. Thank you. And enjoy the food.